What's up, y'all? It's your girl Blue, and I'm back with another video, y'all. All right, y'all, so what's up? What's going on? Thank you for my new subscribers. Thank you for everyone commenting on my other videos. I'm loving the feedback. Keep it going. As you can see from the video that I'm watching behind me, I'm getting ready to give my opinion on 50 Cent's adult son, y'all. Oh my God. So the other day we was riding in the car and my husband, he was looking at the live when Mr. Marquise went live. Now, I didn't know much about this. I know a few years ago I heard where his mom and 50 was in court and all that. But then I also heard where 50 was like celebrating because he was off of child support, right? Okay, so then this live comes up with Mr. Marquise, and he's complaining about like $6,700 wasn't enough to pay for his lifestyle and all this. So I got it like mixed up. I thought maybe 50 was still giving him $6,700 a month. And so I'm like, hold up, you getting a free $6,700 as an adult and you're complaining? That's what I thought. But once I sat down and I was able to do a little more research on the topic, okay, I'm learning that this young man, who is almost 30, by the way, okay, he is complaining about the $6,700 that his mother was receiving when he was not even of age to take care of himself. And he's talking about how this money wasn't enough to, you know, supply his lifestyle, and how can you let your child live here? And first of all, see, this is what I be talking about when I be talking about these women. And I love my sisters, y'all. I don't want y'all to get on here thinking, oh, she be, you know, she a female hater, she a woman hater, or nothing like that. I'm just calling it how it is, okay? I'm not bashing anyone. These are merely my opinions, okay? But this is what I be talking about when we talk about these women who have these children, okay? And they use these children as pawns, especially when the father has money. Now, a lot of times in most situations, when the father probably don't have money or not wealthy like 50 Cent, of course, these women use that as an opportunity to just keep the kids away from the guy altogether, okay? But what I'm hearing from this interview, he was upset because, oh, you know, he's a Fortune 500 dude and he's not paying enough. Okay, but we all know that in the beginning, 50 was giving his baby mama like, what was it, like 25 grand a month? Something like that. And then she was complaining that there wasn't enough money. And so when she went to court, the judge reduced it tremendously. And that's where they say, and this is what I know as well, I know to be true, sometimes it's best to leave the courts out of it, because you're going to get the short end of the stick when you start involving other people, okay? You going to mess yourself up. Now, who cannot live on $25,000 a month? Some people don't even make that in a whole year, okay? So who cannot live? And this young man was saying, you know, in New York, you can't live like that. You can't live off $6,700. And one of the guys made a very good point. If 50 giving your mama $6,700, she still is obligated to work. He's not obligated to take care of you and her and whoever else she's with. He's only obligated to take care of you. So why your mama don't have no job? Why can't she live off $6,700 plus what she's getting every month? And so, I'm listening to this guy, rant and rave and go on and on and on. And I'm like, you know what? That whatever his mom was complaining about when he was a child, whatever she was complaining about, that rubbed off on him. Because he's like, you can't buy Louis Vuitton with $6,700 a month. And first of all, nowhere in the contract of anything, nowhere in the world of having children did it say, oh, you have to buy these children Louis Vuitton and all this name brand stuff. Okay, now if that's what you decide to buy your child, then that's up to you. But nowhere does it say you have to do that. All you have to do is provide a roof. Make sure they go to some type of educational institution, feed them, and rear them into adulthood. That's the only thing you obligated to do. Yes, you have to dress them, but nowhere said you had to dress them in name brand, even if you got the money to do so. Okay? And that's where these children get these entitlement things. See, I think what happened with this situation, mama was getting that money, okay? And because she's a 50 Cent baby mama, she felt like she had to live up to this standard and match his fly. So mama buying all this name brand stuff and maybe she's not working as much as she should. And so instead of putting that money towards the household to provide for this young man, she was putting that money towards herself to make herself look good. That's just my opinion. Especially if she took 50 to court and said what he was originally giving her was not enough money. Like, girl, you know how many women would flip over for that type of money? Some women get $100 a month. Some women get $100 a week, but $6,700 a month, especially when you're working. Let's just do the math here. Most people, and you're in New York, right? So most people bring home about per month with just their paycheck, I'm gonna say anywhere between $1,500 to $3,000 a month, just with their paycheck alone. So let's just say because you're in New York, you're bringing home the latter. You're bringing home $3,000 a month. $3,000 plus $6,700 is almost $10,000. Who can I live off of that? And for me, I'm listening to him complain, and he's like, you can't live like that in New York. You can't, especially when you can't go certain places and people hate. Move. Leave the state of New York. People relocate all the time. They relocate all the time. So I just feel like, and again, I thought he was still getting the money. He talking about some old stuff that he wasn't even old enough to understand. He was just listening to his mama go on and on and on about the situation. And because 50 Cent is his dad, he felt like he was obligated to live this lifestyle that 50 living. But we all know 50 worked hard for his money. We all know that brother works hard for his money. He got his hands in all kind of stuff. So if your dad is 50 Cent, then guess what? You need to increase your hustle. You need to use his name and get your own stuff going on. Okay? And this is where these ladies, y'all got to stop this. If y'all are receiving child support for these children, that money is for those children. Now, granted, you may use it to pay a bill one month. You may use it to buy food. You may use it to put gas in your car. But that's going toward that child. That's still going toward that child because, you have to take them to and from. You have to feed them. You know what I'm saying? But, don't use that money to get your hair and your nails done, and then you're complaining down this man's throat, telling him that that's not enough money. Don't do that. Now, for this young man, I saw on one of his posts where he had money spelled out. And it's spelled out entitled. Right here, y'all. He spelled out entitled and was saying, since 6,700 is too much, I'm gonna pay you 6,700 to come hang with me for 24 hours. First of all, honey, we all watch Power. We know 50 not finna hang with you. You equivalent of an op at this point. You hate him. You hate him. 50 not finna come hang with you and have his life put in jeopardy. That's probably why he moved to Texas. You know what I'm saying? Because he saw what he needed to do to get out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, 50 ain't crazy. And he like, you complaining about that same 6,700 and you trying to give it to me. Keep that money in what? Get your lifestyle in order so you can wear the Louis Vuitton that you trying to wear. But let me tell y'all something. Let me just give y'all a quick commentary, because I had this issue with my children at one time. I heard like a few times where my son's friends would be like, your mama didn't take care of you and all this. And so just the other day we had this conversation. And I'm like, what is the deal, where y'all saying I didn't take care of my child? These kids had the nerve to say, oh, because you wouldn't buy him shoes. He would come to me and try to buy shoes for me because you wouldn't buy him shoes. So that means that I'm not taking care of him because he getting in trouble and I'm not finna reward bad behavior. Now, brother had shoes on his feet. He wasn't walking around barefoot. But no, I'm not finna go buy the latest Jordans and the latest Nikes when your grades are not where they should be, when your attitude is not in check. No, I'm not finna do that. So, for the children that may watch my video, teenagers, whatever, let me tell y'all something. As long as your parent is feeding you, giving you a roof over your head, making sure you have clean, presentable clothes, and I don't mean they have to have name brand anything on them. As long as they are clean and they ain't all wrinkled and, you know what I'm saying, oversized or too small or something, your parent is doing their job. Ladies, if y'all get child support for these children, even if y'all don't get child support for these children, because this is another subject that I got a problem with. I have a problem with these ladies that don't want to let their children see the father. I have a problem with that. Just because they probably can't afford to pay for child support at this time or whatever the case. Y'all stop being so quick to run down here to this white man's court who don't have nobody best interest at hand but themselves. Stop being so quick to run down to these courthouses and think that these white people give a damn about you or your children. Talking about, I'm finna put him on child support. Oh, he can't see his child because he don't pay me. Stop doing that. Because one thing the court system has always done was try to tear black men away from their families. That's one thing they have always done, and guess what? They are still succeeding in 2022. They are still succeeding at this. Y'all got to stop doing that. Y'all have to learn how to put y'all pride to the side. If this man was never abusive to you, and I mean verbally or physically abusive to you, even if he may have been verbally abusive, because each situation is different. Because we know some of these women can be a little feisty. We know that. Okay? But y'all gotta put y'all little pride and y'all emotions to the side and think about what is the best interest of my child. And I can tell you, taking a child from their father is not in that child's best interest. It is not. You are not hurting anyone but that child, because every child, boy or girl, needs their father. Every last one of them. I do not care if you think they not a good dad. I do not care if they don't do the things you want them to do. Every man deserves to be in their child's life, especially if they want to. Now, I understand that you have some guys that do not want to fool with their child. And 50% of the time is because they not finna deal with the baby mama drama. They not finna deal with it. Yeah, like, I know as women, I have children, so I get it. We go through a lot. We carry we lay down with a guy, we give a guy, our time and our attention, our focus, but sometimes it don't work out. Sometimes the relationship don't work out. And a lot of times from that estranged relationship, you have children somewhere in the process. Okay? And I know that we carry the children for 9 months. I know that we have to go through labor and push them out and everything like that. But I need you to sit back and be honest with yourself. Anybody watching this video, if this triggers you, then I need you to listen especially. I want you to really sit back and think. Is it really fair that I'm keeping my children from their dad? For the ones that want to be there, and y'all know who y'all are. Y'all ladies know which one of y'all got baby fathers that want to be in their child's life. Do not sit here and play behind this camera and try to dumb it down. Y'all know who y'all are. Okay? Just because if you were a child at one time and your mom kept your dad from you, that don't got nothing to do with your child. Don't keep the generational curses going on. Break them somewhere. Communicate with these guys. Make some type of plan with these guys. If these guys cannot afford to provide for the child, and I mean in some type of way, if they can't afford to provide for them, be like, okay, you know what? At least get them every other weekend. Work out some type of plan with these fathers so we can get these boys off the streets. That's why we got little boys hanging out at corner stores and little boys sagging and you know what I'm saying? Little boys running over their mama and little boys having this girlfriend and that girlfriend. That's why we have that, because we taking these fathers away from them. That's why we have young ladies, 10, 11, 12, 13, who don't yet respect themselves. They dress any type of way. They dress the way they see their mama. They dress the way they see Nicki Minaj or whoever dress. And they emulate that. Because they don't have their fathers to tell them how a lady should look. And again, I'm not putting all this on the ladies saying all the ladies are the problem, because you got some men out here who's sorry. That's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother video, because in my life I know a few guys personally who are affected by this conversation I'm having. So from woman to woman, it needs to be a woman letting these other women know, I'm calling y'all asses out. Y'all wrong. Y'all are wrong. Take these men off of child support, because you know who profiting. Even if this man ain't paying that money just adding up and adding up and adding up and adding up. How do you think he ever gonna get anywhere in life to support his children if you got the white man on his back? Most of these, our brothers already black, they got a strike on their back. They men, they got a strike on their back. Ain't nobody profiting from the child support system but the child support system. Those the only people profiting from that. Even if you get paid every week, every month, it's still not a profit. It's still not a profit. See, you gotta take a step back and understand what's going on. You have to. Now, don't get me wrong, because I always come on this platform and speak the real to y'all. Okay? If you get child support, just fine. Every week, every month, whatever he pay on time without cease, let it keep going. But I'm going to tell you, take that money and invest it for that child. Save it for that child. So when that child gets of age to where they can manage their own money, or they're finna age out of your house, they have something to start with. They not going out here having to feel rushed and pressured to get a job because they need some money. If you, like, granted, he growing, so he need clothes. He gotta eat. But that's why it takes 2 people to make a baby. It takes 2 people to raise a baby, plus the village. And it takes 2 people to have adult understanding, because we not standing under nobody. That's one thing we got to do, y'all. My people, we have to change the verbiage and how we present things to one another. We have to understand that we have to raise these children to be productive adults. We have to raise them not to make the same mistakes that we made. When we lay down and have these babies do not ask to be here. Now they grow up and they may be ungrateful at times. They may be, a little rebellious at times, but let's be real. It starts at home. It starts at home. And a lot of these single mothers out here, like, you don't even have to be the only adult taking care of this child. So what, his dad may stay in the projects, or his dad may live with another woman. That's why you get to know that other woman, so you can know where your child is going. Like, y'all mad, kill me with that. Y'all really be keeping these children from their fathers and telling these children, oh, he don't want to see you. He got another family. He don't love you. Y'all really be planting this stuff in these children's head. And the reason why I know this to be a fact, this is 2022 and it's still happening. I'm 40 years old. When I had to leave my dad and go live with my mom, because fortunately, this is why I'm able to take up for my brothers. I lived with my dad from 3 months old to 8 years old. But when I had to leave my dad and go live with my mom was trying to put that in my head. Oh, your dad this, your dad that. We got to stop that. One thing is for sure, we have to let these children find out for themselves. There are some things that we have to teach them and make sure that they know, but there are some things that children have to find out for themselves. And just like they able to find out who you are as their mother, it's only right that they find out who their father is. That's how they're gonna start to understand who they are. You feel me? So like this is a billionaire dude. So we ain't gonna too much focus on that. We gonna focus at hand. And I don't mean people on the lower level, but people who maybe, middle class, everyday people. Y'all stop not letting these children see their father. That is a curse in the black community. That is a disease in the black community. You want to talk about a pandemic? That is a pandemic in the black community. They do not want these black men in their child's life, because just like way back in slavery days, they knew that black men were strong. They knew that they were kings. And if the black man is able to look over his nation, to look over his kingdom, or whatever we want to classify these days, he's going to have some order and some construction going on. These men out here floating, doing what they want to do, because we're not giving them the job that they were put here to do. We're not allowing them to do their job. Women are trying to be men. They trying to be the man and the woman. You know what I'm saying? But you got brothers waking up to that. Shout out to Finesse 2 Times, and the only reason I know who he is because my husband listened to him. But shout out to Finesse 2 Times. He left old girl alone because he like, don't call me bro. Ladies, we got to get back to being ladies. Okay? We have to let these men be men. You got 2 sets on earth. You have man and you have woman. And I understand, ladies, I know. Some ladies were forced to be masculine. I understand it. But I'm here to tell you, you don't have to be masculine, sis. You don't. Queen, you don't have to be masculine. We can allow these men. We can trust them to do what they gonna do. They gonna figure it out. Because just like we've been off track for so many years, and we was taught what we was taught, and we keep bringing it down the chain, so were they. So were they. Y'all, we need to be in a time of healing. We need to be in a time of understanding, coming up with understanding, gaining understanding, healing, communication. This is the time that we need to all work on this. All that baby daddy drama, baby mama drama, that is old. That is old. Your great-great-grandmama had drama with her baby daddy. But he was the husband back in the day. He was in the house. Okay? All that is over and done, y'all. It's old. Okay? If that dad is not in the same household as you and that child, you need to make it to where, if you know who he is, see, that's one problem, but we ain't gonna touch on that. That's another video. Some of y'all don't know who y'all baby father is, so you mad with the wrong person. But anyway, if that father is not in the same house, you need to see to it that he has a relationship with his child. As long as you know who he is, you know where he is, and you know in your heart of hearts that he trying. Just because he can't give you $200, $300, $400 a month, or $200, $300, $400 a week to complement your lifestyle, don't make that child suffer. Because these children, boys and girls, need their father. Children need the relationship with a parent just as much, but more than they need money. Okay? More. They need their relationship. They need that time. They need that attention. Because we letting the internet raise our children. We're letting television raise our children. We're letting these cell phones raise our children. We're letting school raise our children. And it is time out for that. And it is what it is. I'm only gonna speak the real, y'all. I'm only gonna speak the real. I'm not on here chasing clout. I need to get this message across because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the drama. I'm tired of the miscommunication. I'm tired of it. If we gonna save these children, that's how we gonna save them. That's how we gonna do it. Ain't no other way. And if you still broken and hurt from your childhood, then that's the first thing you want to make sure you work on, is healing from that. Because we got to stop creating new generations that's going to go through the same thing, do the same thing, and create another generation that's going to repeat. All right? So y'all know what it is, your girl Blue. I'm only going to speak the facts to you. I do a little, review on certain videos, but y'all, this problem right here ain't even touching the problem that we have in the world. It takes a village. And I'm here to start that village by helping y'all. Somebody gotta say it. Somebody gotta say it. People too agreeable. People too, oh yeah, cheerleading on. Yeah, keep her from her dad. Keep him from his dad. Fuck that nigga. Get it together. But it's your girl Blue, y'all. I'm out. Make sure you leave a like on my video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I love to hear from you. Make sure you drop a comment. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel, whether you agree or disagree. I welcome everybody. But this ain't gonna be the last time y'all see me. Okay? So I love you. I just want my people to get better. I'm out, y'all. Peace.